What's up, everybody? Want to just hop on here before New Year's. I mean, this is the last day of the year, going to be the last video of the year. And I wanted to hop in here to just kind of outline what we're going to do in the next year. I think everybody's excited for the new year. I know we had some hard years these past few years, the whole thing with the COVID and everything that's, people are just trying to emerge from it. A lot of people quit their jobs. A lot of big things are going on in the world. And I think it's important to start a new year fresh and just set a new set of goals, a new system. And I'm just excited to get on here and start something new with you guys. And when I say something new, I'm not necessarily referring to the content, but moving into a new direction for everybody to go ahead and begin something special this year, this new year that's coming up. And what I mean by that is, if you guys remember, when we first started this year of 2022, we started early. We started 2 months before 2022 began, and we were essentially doing the hustle prior to it, right? We were talking about, doing 60 designs a day. We were talking about, hopping on certain platforms and putting our energies in certain things so we can become successful at particular levels. Granted, some people did it and some people didn't. Everybody who did, you can look back at the year and you could pat yourself in the back and you could say, you know what? I did something right this year. And I think as a YouTube channel, I think we got really, really far in terms of just changing a common perception. And one of the biggest perceptions that I've seen change amongst a lot of people on this YouTube channel, through obviously the viewers, is the way people look at the grind and the hustle and the work. And I don't know how it happened, but there's some sort of message that's being perpetuated or has been perpetuated that people could just get the bag easily, get the money easily, get success easily. And the reality is that is, what foolishness. I mean, there's no other way around grinding and getting that official start with success. And the truth is obviously there's room for people to do a little bit of work and make a few pennies here and there. But I'm not referring to those type of individuals. I'm referring to the people that really want to go all in on setting passive income and creating income for their lives for the future. Because not only that's what I enjoy, but I make content on what I personally believe. I can't just sit here and, sell a lie or for some false story. What I personally believe is generating income that is passive for the long term so that you have the ability to live the life you want to live. That's my whole concept, right? And that's what I believe, and that's what I do on a daily basis. Now, one of the big themes of 2022 was creating 60 designs a day for Redbubble. And that was a beautiful thing, and it was a great thing, and we've actually converted a lot of people to think differently. And when I say think differently, what I really mean is a lot of people thought that they could get away with doing 1 or 2 or 5 designs a day and think that they're good with that, But I think we really did change an infrastructure of thought here on this YouTube channel. I think this YouTube channel, not just, for me, but you guys as well, have done a great job changing your mentality around the concept of working harder and doing more. And I think that's one of the things that I wanted this channel to stand for. And I think I wanted this channel to represent that. And I think we've actively done that through our videos. For a good portion of time on these YouTube videos, I posted twice a day just to keep people motivated, just to keep people going, just to keep people pushing, and remembering that the hard work doesn't stop. The clock is always going to keep ticking, and people are going to keep moving forward. With that being said, I'm really but I'm really, really inspired. That's the right word. Inspired by looking at my past year, seeing where I've messed up and seeing where I went right, and moving with that information into the new year. And I think you guys should do the exact same thing. Evaluate yourselves. Look at the things you did right. Look at the things you did wrong and see where you want to move. One of the things that I did wrong is that I did not contribute to a podcast. I did not do a podcast. And that's something that I'm going to be starting this new year. That's something I'm going to be doing. Another thing that I'm going to be doing, and obviously I'm not going to list everything right here, right now. I think that has its own video in the near future. But one of the things that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be creating my own mega store. And when I say mega store, I mean a print-on-demand store that is a general store, but really, really large. We're talking over 20 to 30,000 designs on that store, 20 to 30,000 products on that store. That is a print-on-demand store. The goal for that store is just simply to make it a fully SEO promotable store. In the beginning, obviously, there will be things like advertising, and there will be Instagram, and there will be bots and all these things to help me grow in the beginning. But as the more content and the more products go up on that store, the more designs. And that's something that's private. I don't know if I should have shared that, but I don't mind sharing it because we are in the print-on-demand space. But that is something that I'm doing behind the scenes. For those who've been watching the Shopify series, I actually need to add a few more videos to it. But the Shopify series is something that we've done showing people how to get started as a beginner creating your own print-on-demand store, stepping away from the conglomerates. Now, I could say fully, even though we included that series in 2022, I could say fully that 2022 was I don't want to say subjected to, but it was used for dominating the platforms, dominating the TeePublics, the Redbubble, more of Redbubble, honestly. But for the new year, I do want to talk about Etsy. I want to show some of my successes that I've been doing on Etsy. In fact, I ran a test on Etsy where I said, can somebody have a successful store on Etsy just selling one product? How much money they can make without spending a penny on ads, without doing a second, not even a minute of promotion? Can they make passive income? And I simply through SEO. And I proved myself right. I was doing well with Etsy, and I'm still doing well with Etsy. Nothing has changed. And the great thing about Etsy is that it has a huge snowball effect. The more you do, the more success you get, which is really impressive. And the more sales you get, the more sales you create. And you guys know how that is. We had some really big wins this year, and we had some failures. One of the failures was I had a big Merch by Amazon account. I wouldn't say big. It was tier 500. It was generating about $800 a month to $600 to $500 depending on the month. On a low month, it could have been like $600. On a high month, it could have been about $800. But we got that store banned. But a big win that we had was creating a new Merch by Amazon store. An even bigger win for you guys is I've discovered a legitimate way to create Redbubble and TeePublic stores after being permanently banned. Not being suspended, but banned. What do I mean by suspended or banned? Very simple. Being suspended is when your store gets taken down and deleted, but you're still allowed to go create new stores, and you're perfectly fine. Then there's banned, where no matter how many new stores you create, they still remove you off the platform. Doesn't matter what you try to do, they still remove you. And I've come up with a solution for that, and we'll be selling that as a course relatively soon here. I think in the first week of January, we'll be selling that. We'll be releasing it. Very, very special. I think that's important because there's a lot of people who want to get onto Redbubble who maybe know that they've done some mistakes, but they just want a second shot. They just want a second chance. And there's some people who maybe haven't done any mistakes that they know of, but gotten banned. And that's for TeePublic, and that's for Redbubble. Another thing that I've been working on behind the scenes, I've been trying to build some partnerships with some companies so that I could get you guys better deals. Better things. And when I say better things, I'm talking about, for example, there is a company that I'm working behind the scenes with that we can get you guys access to their product for 6 months completely for free. That is something that I've been working on behind the scenes. Obviously, I can't talk too much about it now because it's not released yet, and I don't want to blow everything here on this video. But there's a lot of things that we're going to be working on in the future. But obviously, the goal is always going to be to stay the same, make more money online, and do really well. And with that being said, everybody go ahead and enjoy your new year, but make sure you enjoy it to the point where we walk in tomorrow starting fresh and starting, to go on the right track and do well. All right? I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. Bye.